Hello from the sports desk. Sports Administrator Ntambi Ravele has resigned from the Tennis South Africa board. It follows a long-running battle between her and the TSA President, Gavin Crookes, and Barry Hendricks. She claimed the two tried to block her nomination to run for SASCOC President. TSA says they attempted to mediate between Crookes and Ravele to resolve the tension. While Ntambi Ravele joins us now via Skype to give us her perspective on the whole saga. Good afternoon to you, Ntambi. What about this whole ordeal made you resign?
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to the viewers. The reason why I resigned is because of I had a problem with an organization that does not value proper corporate governance and also transparency.
Now, they said that the release that we received from Tennis South Africa, that they attempted to mediate between yourself and Mr. Crookes. What was the attempt made? Can you explain to us?
I'm not sure what they are referring to because of the issue. It's one is that they appointed an independent committee to investigate our case. And that was in June, and at that time we were both suspended. Immediately thereafter, I got a call on the 9th from a middleman who was actually trying to make us actually stop the DC because of part of the recommendation by the committee was for us to go through the DC. So before I responded to the middleman, I then received a letter on the 10th of June, where July, where the acting chairperson was saying to us, "Why are you actually acting outside the board?" And I was saying I didn't, because of at that time I haven't responded to Mr. Crookes' request. We then actually had to go through a lawyer of Tennis South Africa who actually came up with recommendations, but he then said if three parties don't agree, we will then have to go to DC. But what I realize is that they are implementing what Mr. Crookes wants. So my point is one is that it's lack of good governance. You can't have a suspended president advising the board on what to do, and the board do what he wants the board to do. So what happened is that I requested, I waited for them to give me a letter where they were indicating the conditions of their intervention. And I realized that they had found me guilty already in that letter. So I was saying I'm not guilty because of I've not been given charges. So why am I have to apologize and have a secret letter that I shouldn't show people? And Mr. Gavin also would receive a letter which he will keep to himself. And at the end, if we both agree on those secret letters, we would then be pardoned and come back to the board. And that is lack of transparency, because of part of Tennis South Africa's values is transparency, is accountability. And if I'm agreeing on secret letters, obviously I'm not actually implementing the values of the organization, and that's where I have a problem. Second to that, I have a problem with the fact that why ourselves as board members, when we do something wrong, we are reprimanded when we would be expecting other members to go through the disciplinary procedures when they do something wrong. Because as soon as we are reprimanded, what message are we sending to all our members? So those were the issues that were concerning to me, because of the report that we received had shown that the president had acted unethically, with the fact that he didn't actually indicate integrity. He failed also on professionalism and transparency. So he had to account on those issues, then actually be reprimanded, because of those are serious issues of governance according to even King 4, where the first principle of good governance is actually raising the issue of ethical behavior of board members.
Clearly, you have touched on a number of issues, governance being chief of those. We just indulge us for a moment, this whole ordeal. How much of a blow is your resignation for gender equality, and what does it say about gender equality within both organizations of Tennis South Africa and SASCOC?
It is a big challenge, and that's why I reported also the issue with the Gender Commission, because of you find two men conniving or whatever they would call it on your nomination, and at the end you end up actually being not nominated, and I think those are the tricks that I suspect now most of those males who have a problem of leadership of women are actually coming up with. Because at the moment, SASCOC have a policy where they've agreed on 50% representation.
Quickly before I let you go, sorry Ntambi, quickly before I let you go, where to from here for Ntambi Ravele? In a few seconds.
I'm waiting for a meeting with the minister, wherein I want to raise a lot of other issues, and then I will take it from there after the meeting with the minister.
Excellent. Thank you so much. That's the words and thoughts of former Tennis South Africa board member Ntambi Ravele. That's your sport for the moment. With that, back to you, Dudu.